Hello everyone. Today we are starting the new chapter of Android, which is the Jetpack Compose. Uh, so we are covering in this video what is the Jetpack Compose and why Android Google introduced Compose and difference between the XML and Compose, and how Compose works, and how to create the first Compose project, how to write the first compose function, how to run the application. So, hello everyone, and welcome to the Compose Master series. Uh, if we if you want to become a modern Android developer in two, 26 and beyond, learn the Jetpack Compose is no longer optional because it's compulsory, and it is now for the recommendation of the UI toolkit from the Google for the Android application development. In this uh, complete series, we will start from the absolute beginner level and gradually move towards intermediate, advanced, and expert level Android development. Uh, even if you have never used a Compose before, don't worry, everything will be explained step by step, and by the end of this series, you will be able to build a production ready Android application using the Jetpack Compose, MVVM, navigation, room database, retrofit, build for the DI, clear architecture, and much more things. So let's restart. What is the Jetpack Compose? Jetpack Compose is a Google modern UI toolkit for building native Android user interface. Traditionally, Android developers use XML files to design screens and Kotlin or Java files to handle business logic. Compose changed this approach. Instead of writing a UI in XML, we create a UI directly in the Kotlin using Compose function, and this make development faster, easier, and more maintainable. Uh, Compose follow a declarative UI approach. This means we may describe what the UI should look like based on the current state, and Compose automatically update the screen whenever the state change. Why use Compose introduced? So, there was several challenges with the traditional XML approach. First, developer had to maintain separate XML and Kotlin files. Second, UI update often required manual view manipulation. Third, creating a complex animation and responsive layout required a significant effect. Compose solved these problems by introducing the boiler, reducing the boiler plate code, and improve code readability, simplify UI updates, increasing developer productivity, providing powerful animation APIs, supporting modern Android architecture. Let's discuss about the XML and Compose difference. Let's compare both approaches. In XML, we create a text view in the XML file, and then you connect the text view inside the activity or fragment using the ID, or sometime inside the adapter of the any recycle view or uh, slider like page view and other where we require the adaptive things. In Compose, we simply create a text compose java, and everything is written in the Kotlin. no find view by ID or no view binding required for a simple UI creation. Less code and better readability. Understanding the composable function. The building block of compose is called a composable function. A composable function is simply a function annotated with the composable. For example, a composable function like getting text and we just pass the parameter of hello compose and directly we call the greeting function and hello compose will be showing in our UI. The composable annotation tell the compose compiler that this function is responsible for creating a piece of UI. Every screen button card image and layout in compose is utilized built using the composable function. Let's we start our creating a first project in Jetpack Compose using Android Studio. Like we just go to the file and new new project and just select the phone and tablet and select the empty activity and next here set your first application like I said the first app and here decide your package or application ID. This is your application where you save and this is the minimum figure. Like this application is supported like minimum figure is 29. It means a user can't download in their phone if their phone is supported 28 library like Android 9, Android 8, Android 7, Android 7.1, Oreo 5 or below all because mostly user are uh, above the 10 like here is showing the 90 mm, plus percentage of devices are using the Android 10 plus. That's why I use the Android 10 and after that we just finish the application and it's Gradle is importing from the server like here is the builder. We can see the progress of our application importing like it's complete. So firstly we check each file what file carry and which is the necessary file like this is the Android manifest file. If you are from the Android developer you know what is the importance of the manifest file but if you are new user or new developer in the Android this is the first file which is the called when our application is user is the call click on the home button of the device and of the our application and that time it's called first which is the launcher activity and what is the services like here we are um, giving the permission like here we will later on discuss about the permission and the services or all these things. So today only we are for the beginner of Android. So we focus on this each and every things for the beginner necessary. Like this is the application tab. This is defined for the application where we define initialize any SDK like our payment gateway or our and here we just create a application class, like click on the package. First, during the creating a project, we set that package, and we create a Kotlin file, like first app application, and like here we extend the application class, or we can move many applications, like into currently we are using only application class. Later on, we can define multiple applications, and here is the on create function, which is the overridden function of that application class, and we call this application class is here, like the name, and as you see this is auto suggest, because this file is initialize the application class, extending the application class, and like allowing the backup. This is the extraction rule for data. This is in our resource folder res and XML, and this is our data extraction rules. Whatever we require for from cloud backup or any other data, we can define here the rules, and this is the backup rules. Whatever we require the backup of our application during uninstalling or performing anything. This is our application icon. This exists in the map folder, and if we require the like some devices support the circular or rounded icon, and some devices support the square. So square one is this, and this is one is rounded, and this is the level showing on the our home screen of our device application name, and this one tell our application is support the R2L or L2R. L2R means general application which is support uh, in the other language, which is like Arabic, Urdu, Hebrew, and these languages which is start from the right to left. And if we set that to, it means left to right and right to left both are supported. And this is the theme, or like this responsible for our application color combination, font family, and font size, all these things in the theme. Like here, just we are showing the no action bar, only light theme, and we can set the dark theme or other theme, but we will discuss later on about these things. And this is the activity tag, and this is our main activity. Is responsible for the start our applications, and because this application is uh, initialized like set as a intent filter with the main main action with the category of launcher. It means this application is singly responsible for the first, when application is initialized, it is called first activity. After that, later on required or whatever we set the application rule required screens set into the main activity, and it's showing and on. We will discuss later on about this thing. This is the uh, Windows software input mode. Uh, is responsible for the keyboard, and this is coming after Android 13 or later. Uh, it is must required to initialize the export things, and this is not really required for this. We can delete this label, and yeah, this is our application, and this is our UI themes like color themes, which is responsible for our application color and theme, and this is our typography. Currently, our default font family, font size, line height, and line letter space, all these. And now this is our main activity. This extend the compact activity, and if anyone is from the Android background, they know the in general and Android with the XML, they extend the app compact activity or the simple activity. But in Jetpack Compose, it is the compact activity, and here is the edge to edge. Yeah, um, in some devices support the edge to edge, like uh, let me go like here, edge to edge things showing full screen activation and set component set content in XML supported application that also the set com content view, not a like content. In content view, we just we was we will call like r dot layout dot layout name, but in Jetpack Compose, we not required any layout. We just XML layout. We will or we are type UI designing only the activity or a Kotlin class. Let's we run the application first. After that, we change some text and how to show this and how to we compose this thing. Let's discuss about the what is this annotation. This annotation is denoting the function is composable. It means it is responsible for the design or UI parts, and this function is called within the compose function. If we are things we can call into without composable function, we can't do this. Yeah, our application is run like this. Hello Android, and like this is the our function. First parameter is the name, second parameter is modifier, and modifier is like padding, whatever we can discuss later. But like yeah, my name is Balaram, so I just enter my name and we just rerun this thing like yeah, this is showing the hello Balaram, and we set here some padding like 60 dB. Means it's all set up padding from all side of this text view. like here. But inner padding is set the value from upper side. So we must change this thing. Later we will discuss about the modifier and what is the property of modifier, how we can handle the modifier, and how we can set multiple property with modifier. So we discuss later things is like we first open the Android Studio and creating a function, a new project within activity, and now we are going to create it next. Uh, and like here is our all we discuss about the and how to what is the project structure and which is the required files and what is the purpose of this file and that file, like manifest file, application file, and activity file, uh, and the new way to the XML layout, like we have create a function like this. This is our new function like this one. If we require this to show the that one, we just call this and let's type what is the output. Like here. Uh, this is happening because our modifier is not set. Mm, welcome message. So we put the modifier in welcome message and after the text modifier is modifier. Now see what happens. It will be collapse because yeah, as well as expected because we haven't using the column in column. Currently we just set the column here. Later on we discuss about what is the purpose of column. Now it will be info not required. Yeah, and we set this. Now we check how it's going. Later I will explain what is the value, what is the function of column. Like here, column is showing the value from top to bottom, like any widget, like text, uh, image, whatever we require. And space that is responsible for the set the space. And modifier, like we set the modifier, it means we set the some space like here. And like if we set the preview, so we run this, it will be mm, run because it set the preview annotation. It's showing in only this one in our application, not this I think. Hello Android and Jetpack Compose. Why it's not showing? Mm, That is great. We will discuss about this later. And so we have discussed multiple things. And, sorry. Yeah, preview is the responsible for the window allow us to see the UI without running the entire application. Like only this particular function will be uh, preview story, but we have some maybe. Okay, okay, this is our reading. Okay, we can't call because reading is here and it is continuously calling. So, so what is how it's showing the preview and what is the purpose of preview? You can see just set the preview annotation and on the composable function. If we click on that particular function, we not required to complete application run. Only this function will be run like this here. Uh, like hello Balaram Dattava and welcome to the Jetpack Compose because we call that creating composable function and this creating function is doing the column and with the text view and another is the welcome message and this welcome message is here welcome to the Jetpack Compose and that's why it's showing this thing. So hi, today we have discussed about what is the Jetpack Compose, why it's coming, and what is the difference between XML and Compose, and after that we saw the we create a first step project in Jetpack Compose. We discussed about the XML manifest file, um, uh, like what is the application in manifest file, what is the activity in manifest file, which activity is responsible for first time launch, and all other property of the application or activity tag. After that, what is the application, what is the activity, and in activity, how do we create a UI in Compose. Just we set two text welcome message with hello message. So if you like the tutorial, you can comment, you can like, you can subscribe. Thank you.